There are so many benefits of having a high credit score. Yes, you can get a house. Yes, you can get a car. Yes, you can get a proof of credit cards and a loan, all that. But nobody really talks about this one thing. And I'm going to break it down. So sit back, relax, grab a pen, get some paper, get something to drink. We going to get straight into it. So let's discuss the benefits of having amazing credit, all right? A lot of people don't talk about the benefits. We already know one of the benefits, of course, multiple benefits is getting approved for everything. But I want to show you another benefit of actually having amazing credit, all right? But before I can show you the benefit, I gotta walk you through the process of the before and after, all right? Because it's gonna basically clear up some things and you can see the overall picture of what I'm talking about, all right? So first and foremost, let's talk about it. Now, let's meet this young lady right here, Miss Olivia. She has a credit score of a 645. And she's in the process, it's just an example, of buying a house for $255,000 at an interest rate at 6%. And she already has a car loan of $35,000 and an interest rate of 11%. But nobody really talks about the math behind all this. All right. We don't really look at the math. So let's just look at the math of what it looks like when we purchase a home for $255,000 at an interest rate at 6% for 30 years, or for a car loan for $35,000 at an interest rate for 11%. Like, let's look at the math and what it looks like, how much interest and things that we're paying. All right. Because we don't really account for that. We just like, all right, we just got to pay for it because that's something that we need. But if you look at the math, let me show you something really quick. All right. So for an auto loan, $35,000, right, at an interest rate of 11%. I didn't really do this because it's just an example. No down payment, no nothing, right? However, no fees, no titles, whatever. But the monthly payment is $760.98. All right, for a 60 month term, right? And then how much interest are we paying? $10,659.09, right? That's how much we're paying in interest. But most importantly, that it's just $10,000, yes, but we can use that $10,000 to work for us, not against us. What I mean by that, it's only 10K, right? But if we were to put that same $10,000, just an example, let's want to expand your mind. If we were to put that same $10,000 into a S&P 500, look what it does. For 30 years, of course, we just not touching the money, but let's just look. And I could have showed the example of less years, but $10,000 investment, we didn't put nothing else in, and it gave us $164,000, right? At a 10%. That's usually what the S&P 500 does. So that's just the math on 10K, what it looks like and how it can actually work for us. Now, let's do the math on this $255,000 purchase price, right? At 6% interest rate at a 30-year term. Property taxes, I left that in there, but everything else, I just left that zero. Now, we will be paying some depending on where you at, but it's just an example, all right? So about $1,700 a monthly payment, but look how much the interest is. Look how much the interest, how much money we paying in interest. $295,000, all right? And interest that we're paying for our home, all right? Now, I could have did the math and you put that same $295,000 into an investment, what it looks like after 30 years, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I just wanted to show you and expand like what it looks like or how much money that we're paying in interest when it comes to us having bad credit. Now, let's meet this young lady right here. Amazing credit, waited, didn't, buy certain things just yet. Waited till she had good credit. All right. 255,000, same thing. Just wanted to show you. Interest rate at 3%, and then a car loan at 35,000. Waited, she didn't buy a car. She had a cash car earlier, but interest rate 2.5. Yes, you can get that at certain credit unions and different places where it's really low if you buy a new car, right? So I just giving you an example. Credit score, good, excellent. Now, what does it look like? All right. So let's do the math on that. $255,000, zero, no down payment. 30-year term, right? 3% interest rate. What does it look like? What I want to show you is the actual how much you paying in interest. $132,000 versus $295,000. All right. That's a lot of money. All right. Now, as you can see in the car payment, and she also saved on the monthly payment as well. But let's just look at the car payment as well. 2.5, $2,000 in interest versus what, $10,000. All right. Now, you're probably not there yet, and you're trying to figure out like what can I do to actually get to amazing credit. So I'm assuming that you're new to the channel. So let me break down on how you can fix up your credit score and eventually save. Because like I said, one of the benefits, before I talk about that, one of the benefits of having amazing credit is how much money you save. Yes, you can get approved for certain things, but how much money that you're saving over time and what it looks like, because you can use that. So it's your hard-earned money, day in and day out, that you're working every single, or whatever it looks like. You're working, getting up early, going to work, sitting in traffic. You're doing what is required as an adult, taking care of your family. You're working, and your money should be working for you. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like when you have amazing credit, how it can work for you versus how much money you're being charged in interest. All right. I just want to give you an example. All right. So let me just talk about what it looks like to fix up your credit, or how to fix up your credit step by step. Yes, it takes time to fix up your credit. It's not no overnight thing. All right. But you can get some things knocked off every single month, and eventually you'll have the credit score you deserve. And then you'll be able to leverage your credit to save you money over time. All right. So I'm going to walk you through the process of doing that. So in order to fix up your credit, right, you have to get your report. You want to get a tri-merge report because you want to see the things that are holding you back. All right. We're doing everything according to the law. All right. So if you don't know, everything has to be complete and accurate when you fix on your credit report. Everything has to be complete and accurate. So we're going to leverage that to actually help us get things removed from your credit report. All right. One of the laws that you can go look up is 15 USC 1681 EB. All right. The consumer reporting agencies, I'm basically paraphrasing, supposed to ensure maximum possible accuracy. All right. So if you look at your report and you look at a tri-merge report, you're going to see that the account number, date, not just the account number, but the date open, date of last payment, your payment status, a lot of stuff is going to be inconsistent on that report. All right. And you can leverage that to get it removed. But like I said earlier, when it comes to the credit bureaus and disputing, it takes time. Ain't nothing 100% guaranteed, because Experian, TransUnion, Equifax be on their own program. All right. So we just got to leverage the laws and continue doing as required. And eventually we're going to reap what we sow. So first and foremost, how do you do this? Once you get your report, you want to review it. All right. You want to see what's delinquent, what's derogatory, what's in collections. All right. Because based off of what's going on, of course, there's certain things you want to do. But most importantly, the negative accounts that's holding you back, you want to start disputing. But what you're going to do before you start disputing is cleaning up your personal information, because your personal information is now is probably messed up. All right. And of course, it is attached to those negative accounts. But I'm pretty sure you have different variations, because everything's supposed to be complete and accurate. You have different variations of your first name, last name, your address, your phone number. You probably have multiple phone numbers. Job history is not correct on your credit report. You have a lot of things that's incorrect, and you want to have all that fixed up, because if a lender looks at it, you want to look credible, you want to look lendable, you don't want to look like you're all over the place. All right. So clean that up. How you clean that up? You can just use this letter. I'll have it for you, but you just send it in certified to update your personal information and remove all the other ones that are not correct on your report. All right. Now, after you do that, just wait some time. Then you want to create your first letter. All right. And I'll have this link in the description. Your first letter is going to be telling Experian, TransUnion, Equifax with those negative accounts to reinvestigate the completeness and accuracy of that account. All right. We're not telling the credit bureaus to fix the open date lags active, payment history. That's their job. All right. Because if you go further down into the law, which is 15 USC 1681 I5, you're going to see that it's supposed to update, modify, fix some things to make sure everything is complete and accurate. All right. Now, if they don't do it, that's how we leverage the law. All right. So it's their job to do that. So just send a letter, certified, and if possible, get it notarized. All right. Now, the reason why you want to get it notarized is because Experian and TransUnion and Equifax like to play crazy. They like to say that you sound like a credit repair company, all right? Like to do certain things to not actually do their job, all right? So what you're going to tell them to do is just reinvestigate the accounts. Now, once you tell them to reinvestigate the accounts, get it notarized, do their job, you have to wait. You have to wait about 35 days. Here's why. The reason why you want them to wait 35 days because they have, based off of the law, they have 30 days for them to do an investigation and 5 additional days for them to send you that letter. All right. So 35 days and you just wait. All right. Now, once you receive the investigation back, sometimes you'll get some of your accounts removed from Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, but sometimes you'll get your accounts. It will say on the investigation, verified, updated, modified, whatever the case may be. But what you want to do is look at your report and see what did they verify, what did they update, what did they modify, like what did they fix. All right, because according to 15 USC 1681 I5, they're supposed to update, modify, and do certain things, but usually they don't. All right. So what you want to do is if they did verify your accounts, you want to ask based off of, you go to this law as well, 15 USC 1681 I7, right? Ask them, you want to request the description of how they verify those accounts. Like, what did they do? Because if you compare, like, if you really compare reports from last month to this month, you're going to see that nothing changed, nothing. They say they updated, they say they modified certain things, but what did they update? What did they modify? Because when I'm looking at this report, it still looked the same. The date open, payment status, everything looks the same. So what did you really update? What did you really fix? Those are some of the questions. All right. So, and they're supposed to provide this to you. Like when you ask for it, they're supposed to provide it to you within 15 days. Typically they don't. All right. And you also want to send this certified 2 forms of identification. All right. Get it notarized if possible. If you can't, I understand, but at least get it certified to ensure that Experian, TransUnion, Equifax receive receive the description. All right, request. So once you do that, next what you want to do is, if that doesn't work, now what you want to do is file a complaint with the CFPB and let them know everything that happened. All right, that's one of the things that you want to do next is file a complaint with the CFPB. This is very important. Now, this isn't 100% guarantee is going to work that when you file a complaint with the CFPB, that's going to come off. All right. But sometimes it does work. Sometimes you do get some results. Sometimes you do get a few things knocked off of your report. All right. But this isn't 100% guarantee. You just continue doing the process over and over and over again until you get everything removed from your credit report. But in the meantime, as you're fixing your credit, you want to be, I forget sometimes to talk about it. You want to be building your credit up as well. All right. Do you need a new revolving account? Do you need to add some accounts? Do you need a new checking account? Like some of the things you want to start building up because you want to look credible. So when it's time for you to borrow, if you need to borrow, guess what? You'll have a good relationship with the new bank and it's easy for you to access funds if you need to. All right. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.